Hey guys, how's it going? It is Carter here. Welcome back to the farm. Welcome back to Westby, Wisconsin. And today we are going to be extremely busy. If you recall, this is part 2 of our harvest series on Westby. So in the last episode, we finished, well, most of it. I finished a little bit off camera. The corn chopping in that field, there's a little chunk over here if you can kind of see it. And then we have this field, but that is going to probably be pushed all the way to the end just because corn chopping is so extremely tedious and time consuming, and we have so much other work to do that yeah, that's getting relegated to the end of the series. We do have some new equipment. I paid, I don't even know, like 8,000 or something like that. Let me check what I usually write down what my previous dollar amount was before every episode. Yep, we paid $8,000 for it. And well, actually, technically 10,000. We got 2,000 for a gravity box that I sold, and we'll head up there and show you guys what's up. But yeah, before we begin, I just want to say, if you guys haven't done so yet, be sure to subscribe. We try to hit 1,500 subscribers before FS22 releases. I think we can do it, but it's going to take the help of you guys. By the end of the video, if you did enjoy, be sure to hit the like button down below. And if you're looking for a Discord community to join, feel free to join mine in the link down below. So yeah, as you can see, we sold the Kill Bros gravity box, and we traded up for a Kill Bros grain cart. So sticking with the same brand, just different equipment. So yeah, as you can see, it is quite large. It'll do us quite a bit. It'll do pretty well, I think. You know, as far as selling our grain over at the co-op, which, oh, we need to sell our wheat still. Oh boy. Yeah, as far as selling grain at the co-op, we're still probably going to like rent a semi or something like that. Last time, if you recall, Hilltop Co-op was very cool with us, and they let us just borrow one of the semis as long as we sold the grain at their co-op. So that was pretty sweet. Hopefully we can work something out like that again. But yeah, so like I said, today it's just a lot of harvesting. And then we might figure something out with that grain. We might sell that wheat. As you can see, we have a decent little pile of silage going. We're not going to cover it yet, obviously, because we have a little bit to do still. I don't think this is going to get us through an entire year, but it should be enough to kind of mitigate the cost of having to buy a bunch. So yeah, right now we have 177,000 liters, and we are going to need probably a lot more than that. So yeah, I'm going to hop in the combine. We're going to jump straight into a time lapse because we have so much to do. We're probably going to do all of this little chunk here to start off, and then go from there. Because like, as you can see, we have that field. We have the field up on the hill. We have bunch of fields over there. We have a lot of work to do, and then we have all of our sunflowers. So yeah, I will see you guys when I'm done combining this field. And just like that, guys, we are done with this field. I think we're gonna move on to this next field right here, where that next to the cow pasture. It's another little one. And I think since everything else we have is going to be very big fields, you know, relatively speaking, I think we may try to see if we can lease one of our neighbors' combines as well. That way we can get two going, and maybe I'll just do run the grain cart or something like that. We'll think about it. But as you can see, we have, I mean, this little field here. This is one huge field, and there's like technically like 4 or 5 fields back there, but it's kind of all one big field. But yeah, we have a ton, I mean, a ton of property to go through still. And I think it would just be most efficient if we had 2 combines running. So I might see, you know, if one of the neighbors is done for the year, and see if we can work a deal out in the next episode, probably. But yeah, other than that, we're super close to getting more cows. At some point, it would be nice to get another combine for myself. But cows, I think the priority now is cows, land, and equipment. The cows are the main priority, but land and equipment they're a bit of a toss-up. I think the next best thing for sure would be a semi, and that's not even necessarily so like we could haul from field to grain bin, because that's not really what I'm interested in, but more for hauling grain bin to co-op. That way we can just do it whenever we want. And also we're gonna need a tanker at some point for milk as well once we get our dairy going. But yeah, that's still a little bit down the road. I think after this soybean harvest, we're gonna have a pretty good chunk of change to work with, though. So, I mean, that last soybean harvest, look what we did with the money from that last harvest, and that was, I mean, like a small fraction compared to what we have here. So, I think we're gonna get quite a bit of new equipment. Definitely a lot more cows. It's just I need to play the market right, really. Watch the prices really closely, because last time I actually lost out on a lot of money. If I recall, it was like 1,100, something like that. I think we ended up selling for like 900 because I missed the peak, because I was holding off just a little bit for more money, and then it just kind of didn't work out. So we did lose out. So I'm going to play it probably a little bit more safe and sell a little earlier this time. Also, I've been looking at doing possibly some businesses, like starting up some business in the wintertime as well. So, you know, that's right around the corner. So I'm pretty excited about that. Other than that, things are going pretty smooth. I'm actually really happy with how easy this harvest has been. Corn chopping is the bane of my existence. I despise it with everything I've got. But it's something that needs to be done, so I've just been plugging away at it. But yeah, like I said, we're not going to touch corn harvesting again until we're done with all of our other fields. And then even when we are done corn harvesting, you still need to compact all of it down. So that's going to be very fun. I can't wait for it. But yeah, I'm going to finish up this field, and I'll see you guys when I'm done with it. Alrighty, guys, we are done with this field. So after this, I am going to go make some phone calls, see if we can find another combine, and we'll have that ready for next episode. So this field had an incredible yield. We got probably about a hopper and a half's worth out of this, like from this combine. So I don't know what that is in any kind of real measurement, but you know, 1.5 times this combine got filled approximately. So that is really good compared to what this field was. So that just shows you how powerful it is to fertilize versus or not fertilize versus fertilize. So that's something we're gonna have to keep in mind in the future, is just whenever we can, absolutely fertilize. It is so crucial to getting that every last bit of grain out of the ground here. So yeah, we're gonna unload this. I did have a bit of a revelation, I guess you could call it, while I was harvesting. I was kind of looking at some prices. Excuse me. And the sunflower and wheat prices right now are actually pretty good. So I think at some point, probably not today, we're going to go ahead and just sell those off right away instead of holding on to them any longer. So I think that is definitely going to be the plan with those, and that should open up more storage for our soybeans, because I have a feeling we may fill this bin up. I'm not sure how much it holds, but I mean, we're gonna have a lot of beans here, so I think it's gonna be pretty important to make sure we have as much room for the beans as possible, since those are the big money makers. And as you can see, our kind of multi-point system here is working exactly as I thought it would. You just basically let the auger wagon empty out into here, and this empties into the auger. So pretty simple setup, but it's very efficient and it works. And then I am going to make some phone calls and see if I can find a combine. So I'll see you guys when I am done. Alrighty guys, we are just coming back from lunch. I went to lunch over in Westby. And I did find a farmer over in the neighboring city of Roleplay who is willing to let us rent his combine for $2,000. So I already paid the man, and he said he would bring it over. And I did see a combine going down the road when I was eating lunch, so we'll see if it's over here. So yeah, just to review, we have the sunflowers to do and corn to do. Those are definitely going to be next episode. Honestly, this might be a 4-part series, because today's episode will be a little bit short. I think we're pretty much done with it, if I'm being quite honest with you. But yeah, here is what we are renting. We sneak past the hay mine. So it's an old piece of equipment. I mean, our N7 is nothing, you know, nothing fancy, but this thing is old, like 70s old. So it is an International 1480. It's got a couple bells and whistles. He's got a little bit wider stance on it. Nice big header. Obviously, you can see it's nothing special, so hopefully we don't lose too many beans on the ground from having such a simple header. Like I said, ours is nothing special, but as you can see, it's a little fancier. If we go over and hop inside quick, you can see it's got a little bit of technology in it. You know, it's got a loss monitoring system in it, so you can see if you're losing too much, you can make some adjustments. Like I said, the header, I mean, there's nothing you can do about the header. So if the header is going to lose some stuff, it's going to lose some stuff. That's just normal, but you always try to mitigate that. But yeah, so this is going to be our setup for the next episode, guys. Let me know what you think down below. And that's next episode. We are going to do all of these soybeans. So I'll probably be in the grain cart. We'll have 2 people, if we can find 2 people to work for us, running the combines, and we're gonna crank through all that. And then, like I said, this is probably gonna turn into a 4-part series, and in the 4th episode we're gonna finish corn and sunflowers. And like I said, wheat and sunflowers are both gonna get sold off. And honestly, depending on how fast, if we do by some insane miracle fill up a grain bin and we need more room, we'll just kind of readjust our plans a little bit. But yeah, like I said, that's it for today, guys. Let me know what you think down below of our plan and our new setup. Obviously, it's only temporary, but it's better than nothing. But yeah, that's it for today, guys. If you enjoyed, leave a comment down below. Hit the like button. It helps us get seen. Like I said, if you haven't done so yet and you're still watching, be sure to subscribe if you enjoyed the video and you want to see more. Also, go check out the UMRV series if you haven't yet. That is more of a modern series where we're doing some kind of crop contracting. And be sure to hit the link down below for our Discord if you're looking to join a small community. We were trying to grow it as much as possible and do some, you know, kind of community event type of stuff. I think it'd be pretty fun. But yeah, obviously that stuff only works if you guys join. But that's it for today, guys. Peace out.